Now I'm still over here at Sewell Motorcoach here in Harrisburg, Kentucky, and I just finished up the inspection and walkthrough on this 2003 Country Coach Allure. My next one's going to be 2006 Monaco Royale Bus Conversion on a Prevost XL2 chassis. Now I know how much you guys are excited to see a bus conversion, and this one, if you look on the side, there's no slide outs on it. What I find in the comments quite often is how much people are looking for a bus conversion without a slide out, because I like them, and I really like the Monaco Royale product. Now it's not to say Liberty coaches aren't beautiful or Marathons, it's just that these are Monacos, and so they're built by an RV manufacturer rather than a coach converter. And so their mechanical systems are much more RV friendly to work on instead of being really complicated. But I think what I like about them most is that their interiors are not very ostentatious. They don't insist upon themselves. They're made with real solid wood, not sleek laminate, and while they might be simpler, they still don't lack for quality. And make no mistake that lack of complexity, it will still have all the same heavy-duty commercial applications as all the other converters out there. And yet you're still getting the same drivetrain and platform and the same XL2 bus shell you get with all the other bus converters out there. That's why I want to share this one with you guys. Bus conversion, simple, Monaco Royale, no slide outs. I think this one's going to be a lot of fun. All right, but first, before we do anything, even before we get on the roof, we need to check the sidewalls on an XL2 for any sort of delamination. As these are not riveted panels, they are bonded to the monocoque structure that everybody looking at XL2 is going to be asking me. So we're just going to go ahead and push, and we'll listen for any thuds or any panels vibrating a lot looser than they should. So we checked out good over there. Well, a lot of people complain about it being a big issue. It's just something to be aware of. So nothing bad yet. So that gap is not loose. A lot of times you can push on it and you might see the entire sidewall flex, but I'm not seeing it at all. So it doesn't seem to be a problem. When I say they're bonded, the back sides will use like a windshield urethane to glue it onto this panel right there onto the monocoque structure, instead of in previous models where they were riveted on with like buck rivets. Now, of course, I do like that riveted look, but the XL2, that's a classic look still. So let's get on the roof and see how the roof looks, because there is one component on a Monaco Royale that's pretty common to fail, and hopefully we don't see that. And by that, I'm not talking about the awning. Now, Zippy window awnings are almost bulletproof, unless the fabric has failed. But Zippy patio awnings of this era, they're air-driven with a 24-volt electric motor up there, and these are very prone to failure. And I don't even test these patio awnings anymore because of an incident where I got it stuck in the out position and it took me a while to get it back in. And Zippy no longer supports these, so that's not what I'm talking about. Monaco built the condensate drains to capture the condensate from the Dometic roof ACs and then put them down into the roof through the walls. And for whatever reason, they decided to use like a PVC conduit instead of even piping, and they just kind of like flared out the base as a catch, and these get brittle in the sun. And from what I can see, these are actually broken, so that's great news. This might be the first Monaco Royale I've ever seen without broken condensate drain gutters. Even on the back here, we look okay. Again, I kind of wish they would have done this a lot different, because, I mean, how do you seal that up properly just with sealant? Water still might find its way down. But so far, so good. Let's go ahead and start at the back and work our way forward. And what might be one of the first cases I've ever run across, there's no peeling on the rear cap of this bus. The paint's in wonderful condition. Looks like somebody's upgraded the backup camera from the original one that would have been there. It's fine. Clearance lights are in good shape. And don't forget, the roof is part of the monocoque construction. And it looks like somebody had... Yeah, there's a what I would call a spray-on lining installed. But I can't quite figure it out. From this obsolete base for an old-style satellite dish that was obviously removed. But that liner, that spray-on coating, looks like it's under the AC, so I guess Monaco did install that. I don't know that I've ever seen that on a Royale before. It's pretty cool. This should be like a truck bed or rhino lining roof coating. It gives a little bit of traction up here, reduces rain noise, hail damage, adds a little bit more insulation factor to a metal roof too. That's quite the upgrade that's been done. So we go over here. Now it looks like this AC shroud has been painted recently. That looks brand new. Nothing wrong with it. All the sealant looks fine. I'll check down here for any sealant issues. Now this has like a wind deflector, rain gutter deflector that's mounted. So the paint on this side's in good shape. And I mean, this should be aluminum. I don't know why it looks like it's rusty. If I had to guess, this is just old paint on this side, and it's been freshly painted on that side from its original paint job. But of course, I love it when I can see people taking care of things. There's probably a KVH Track Vision in-motion satellite dish that's obsolete and no longer used. It's usually safer to leave them on the roof, but this one you can take the dome off and unbolt it and at least leave the feet there. Sewer vent looks fine. This sealant looks like it's almost brand new, like it's just been resealed up here. And then Monaco of the period did like these attic vents. They put them on their signature series too, and some of their other diesel pushers. These are the TV antennas. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's not omnidirectional. It is directional. You can change that. Tiffin also use these. They're not just omnidirectional. These are pretty good solid over-the-air TV antennas. All right. Don't see anything wrong there. This does have a second AC. Make sure it's not loose. This has the Icon Direct newer AC shrouds. These are a lot more impact resistant and don't seem to shatter as easily as the Dometic ones. Looks like they replaced this front one too. So this does have 3 roof ACs. This roof feels very solid. This spray-on coating really has helped a lot. Looks like we got a broken radio antenna, CB antenna, air horn, trumpets look fine. All right, nothing popping there. And if I'm gonna be a little bit picky, there is some checking, it feels like, on the front cap here, and the paint doesn't look exceptionally clean. So this paint has not been repainted on the front cap here. Oh, see, even a little bit of peeling paint right there. Now this is tempered glass for the driver's window. And a little bit of peeling paint over there. A little bit of tempered glass there too. Here you can see that wiring for the 24-volt motor. I don't know why Zipty came up with this. The arms themselves are air cylinders that extend up, but it has a 24-volt motor that actually unwinds this whole thing. And the strangest thing, the house system on this is still 12 volts. They have 2 really small batteries in the control box for the awning, wired up to be 24 volt with a tiny milliamp charger for it. It's a weird system. That's why I don't like it, and that's why most people just go ahead and take it off and put a manual awning on. But besides some broken antennas, a little bit of peeling paint up here, the roof of this Royale looks like it's been very well maintained. This feels very strong too. Let me get off the roof, finish up the rest of the inspection, and I'll take you on a quick walkthrough on the inside of it. I think we're all gonna like this. The Royales are some of my absolute favorite bus conversions on a Prevost chassis. All right, I'm done with the inspection. But before we go inside, because I know you guys want to see it so bad, let's take a look at this beautiful Detroit Diesel Series 60. Power plant back here. There we go. We'll pull this handle there. Open up the back. Well, that looks pretty clean to me, but tell when we look underneath, maybe a little bit of blow by there. Maybe a little bit of weeping, but nothing too bad. The only thing you do want to make sure of is way over here. Pop your head up and make sure that you can see coolant in the sight gauge right there. It's incredibly common for the coolant tank to be quite low on these buses. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's go inside. Okay, fine, we'll look at the house batteries too. Jeez, you guys want everything. Now, as I alluded to on the roof, Monaco made a 12-volt system for the bus, so there's no 24-volt on the house side. And because it is Monaco, it is built a lot more like a motorhome would be. Which is another reason why I like the Royales. So besides the inverters being very easy to access, and even some built-in storage right here, and a 12-volt distribution that makes a lot more sense than most buses, that has 6 8D AGM batteries here. There's 2 rows of them. You can see the date code on them is December of 2020. And usually AGMs are good for at least 5 years. So they're about due for a replacement. But it could be time to upgrade to lithium anyways. All right, now we can go inside and see why I love the Royales. Let me go ahead and start it up, get it pulled out, and we'll do an inspection on it. And then once I'm all done, we'll go ahead and take you through it. Just so you know, 161,000 miles. Because I know that's everybody's first question. Okay, looks like both of those inverters are getting power from the generator. Hey, we've got the meters working too. Like a beautiful R for Royale on the front door there, and this is real leather. Obviously on the passenger and driver's seat. Now the driver's seat is an air ride seat, which makes it a very comfortable ride. And some of the notable features up here is that instead of having an engine brake, it has the Allison transmission brake. So you turn that on right there. It has the adjustable handle or joystick, whatever you might want to call it, right up here, using the transmission instead of the engine as a Jake brake. As you look on the floor, it is all ceramic tile throughout the entire coach, from the salon all the way back to the bedroom there. And naturally, solid surface Corian countertop being used throughout the coach. My favorite feature about these Monaco Royales is they're going to be the cabinetry. It's all real solid wood with dovetail construction on all the drawers. Unlike all the other coach converters out there that seem to strive and love using high quality laminate in order to get those organic shapes in the cabinetry. This just feels very residential and luxurious to me. I think Doug has plans to update the entertainment centers on both the bedroom and the front TV. One more thing, as we go through this, do try to have some kindness and understanding for Doug and his crew. They've been too busy to even clean this thing yet. So I'm kind of doing a sneak peek for him. I don't even think this is listed on his website yet. I just know everybody wanted to probably see a non-slide Prevost bus conversion. Now the original sofa right here, that's just a fabric sofa. It is high quality one, and it does jackknife down into, I don't know if I'd call that a comfortable bed or not, but it's a bed nonetheless. And I think this section folds down and you have cup holders built into it. Drawers underneath. While naturally above is going to be all power silhouette shades, which can be controlled by the buttons here or the remotes right there. Now on either side of the balances are going to be these wall sconces. These are just 110 lights. They can be easily updated. I think my favorite thing that I found so far is that somebody mounted the lamp onto this section of the countertop right there. That has a little bit of a cubby hole down in there. That's clever. I mean, you can take the lamp off. You don't have to keep it there. But moving further back, I think this is where the Royales really shine. The countertop, even more than enough space over here. One giant sink, a beautiful acrylic splash guard there that is edge lit with some rope lighting. You can see all that solid wood cabinetry above with a matching ceramic tile backsplash and even a lip on the back here to prevent spills from going into the window back there. And you can see it right here on the front. Down below, you can see the beautiful drawers. More than enough space in here. A Fisher & Paykel drawer dishwasher. And my favorite feature of all, besides the missing button right there, all the switches are just rocker switches or push button switches. No multiplex system you're going to have to fiddle around with. That's just a 110 dimmer light. As we move to the other side, you have the standard Euro lounger right there. Looks like that's not probably the original one. There is a little bit of damage to the wood cabinetry right there. I don't know if it's just heat from the hydronic heating down below. It just caused the finish to peel off of it or not. But this is going to be a printer tray. And we already saw the remote drawer there. Over here, because this is for the lounge seat, this section opens up. You can put a keyboard or a laptop right there or on top. Now, before we move further back, I will take a moment to pause and look up at the ceiling. This did have the roof ACs that we did see above, so they did put the plenum up here with the suede material and a little bit of mirrors in order to diffuse the AC and the noise. And a pretty common feature you'll notice over here is going to be a little plastic diverter or a flap. This is for the conditioned air. It helps redirect it down into the area here. That's where the ductwork is going to be for the supply or the return. Now, as we move further back, we'll see the dinette. It's a freestanding dinette. It does not turn into a bed. Some pretty fancy looking chairs there. But the table does extend out a little bit for a little bit different options for seating. But I do like how there's no table leg down below to interfere with the operation of the seats. Now, a keen eye would have noticed there's no stovetop over there or oven. It's located back over here. 2-burner electric stovetop. This is a glass top. It is not induction. It's just radiant. And then above is going to be a convection oven microwave. So this floor plan has something of a split galley. In between, you're going to find the refrigerator. Now, there's a Whirlpool refrigerator with water and ice in the door. That's just winterization. I did just have to de-winterize it. And if you're asking what the big panel door is right there, that's your laundry center. You'll find your Bosch dryer with a weird dryer door button. And washer down below. Even has some caddies for holding detergents or anything else you need. Oh, a little clothes hanger down there. I didn't even notice that before. While just across from there will be some pantry space with pull-out drawers. What I think I like about it the most is they put a roller right there so that when you're opening the drawers, it doesn't damage the door. Now, this does have a pocket door to close off the bathroom from the front area. But because there is no slide out in the front or the back, that's your wide aisleway all the way back here to the bathroom. No restrictions whatsoever. You don't have to worry about tripping over anything or moving anything out of the way when you're driving down the road and you need to utilize the bathroom. That also means that you have a full-size residential hinge door, and that is a solid hardwood door to get access to the toilet. This is a ceramic Headhunter Royal Flush toilet. I love these toilets. There's no moving parts on them whatsoever. Beautiful Korean countertop right there with an integrated sink. No mirrored medicine cabinet above, but a full-length mirror above. Directly across from the water closet will be the shower. This is a good-sized corner shower. Oddly enough, there's a pretty good step up, even though it's a shower only. I would call that about 12 inches or a foot. I am 6 foot, and I know I get questions about being 6'4" or 6'6" if these buses are tall enough for people to be in them, but I mean, that's another foot above my head. Let me see how it goes in the shower. Yeah, I mean, that's still a good solid 6 inches above my head. So about 6'6", you should be fine. Now, if you remember on the roof, we saw that Coolmatic vent that Monaco liked to use. There's going to be the shower vent for it right there. We can turn it on. You can have it on a thermostat. And then the different fan speeds are right there. You can almost read it. It says Coolmatic. You might also have noticed right here, these are thermostats, going to be for baseboard heat. There's going to be 3 baseboard heats in here. One for the bathroom, one for the bedroom, and then one more right here for the kitchen or the galley area. That's just baseboard space heaters. We're using 110 power. It still has hydronic heat from the AquaHot, and all 3 ACs are heat pumps. So you do have 3 different heat sources to heat up this motor coach. Just directly rear of the shower will be the vanity. Has a lot of countertop space on there. Same Corian countertop with the same milled lip on the edge of it. Same integrated sink. And no medicine cabinets above, but that is a lot of mirror space. While just opposing that, you have more storage with adjustable shelving, what I would almost call a closet, and a linen closet with some dresser drawers. Now remember, there is no slide outs on this, so there's no bedroom slide. You don't have to worry about hopping over the bed to get to the closet back there. However, the bathroom is completely open to the bedroom here. There is no partition wall in between. Now this is a queen size bed, and it's not a north-south facing bed, which might be bad news for some people, but you do have this cool switch right here. That'll give you access to the storage underneath the bed very easily. You don't have to worry about holding your head on it, and there's your safe. You do have more power shades back here. These are Roman shades. Another control for it. We can just go ahead and close them. These are great shades for blocking out even the daytime sunlight. So if you decide you want to sleep a little bit more during the day, it'll be pretty easy. Across from there, there's going to be the original tube TV. That'd probably need to be updated. The VCR DVD combo. A little bit of a drawer space and some storage down below. While either side of the bed does have nightstands. There are some controls hidden right here. It's pretty common on a Royale from Monaco. So you can start the generator from here. It has an alarm clock. And past this solid wood pocket door, this thing's heavy, will be a huge closet. It's almost a bedroom by itself. In fact, I think if you wanted it to be a bedroom, you could turn it into a bunkhouse pretty easily. Should be able to see the closet rod wraps around to the back and to the side. This can be for the bedroom AC control. You can see that original satellite dish control that's no longer useful. And this is where you plug in and control the TV antenna. Hidden little shoe caddy or storage area right there. It's a very clever use of space, with even more drawer space down below. But that was a 2006 Monaco Royale Bus Conversion. It's built on a Prevost XL2 chassis. My favorite feature, besides it being a Monaco Royale that's easy to work on, no slide outs to have to worry about, this is all ready to go. Start up the engine, drive down the road. Now, I don't know what they're asking for when it comes to pricing, so let me try to track Doug down. I think I see him outside the door right there. Hey, Doug.
What do you think about my Prevost?
The Prevost?
The Prevost.
Oh, now I'm going to get all the comments. The most important question I'm sure everybody's going to have.
Yes.
What's the number on it?
Well, I don't know. I have it listed at $269.
$269?
I fully understand. That's my... And normally I'm a one-price dealer, James. You know how I operate. But that's leaving me some room to do some really cool stuff to this that I would want to do if I were owning it. We talked about maybe doing a color change on some of the green to black. I've got probably one of the world's best painters leasing a building. Skill Billy.
That's him.
He's amazing. Check out some of his work. But, you know, tires are good, I think. We did some lighting. We're going to do some television. So call me and talk to me. I mean, I got some room to sell it kind of in an as-is nature. If you want to take, if you like the green color, or if you don't want TVs updated, some air conditioning done and stuff like that. So, yeah, $269 is where I'm at now. So
$269?
Yeah.
But you are negotiable.
Well, yes, if we're willing to take it. $269 gets the coach everything that I dreamed of doing to it. Color change, televisions, updating the air conditioning to the latest and greatest. We've already done the lighting update, fixing everything, making everything not perfect, but as close as it possibly can be.
All right.
What do you think about it, James?
Well, you haven't seen my list on it yet either. You already put a price on
I'm
it.
not scared of your list because I actually like it. You know, believe it or not, I know the feeling that inspectors get. I can only imagine that you don't want to create disappointment for me or a potential buyer when you do an inspection, but I enjoy your list because it really leaves nothing to guess.
I appreciate that.
And I know you're not perfect. You're not going to catch everything, but you understand these coaches probably better than anybody in the country that's specifically inspecting Prevost.
Well, I appreciate that. I know there's a lot better bus converter technicians out there than me.
I can't name one.
I could think of at least 3.
That's
I am excited by it. You know I love a good bus conversion. And more importantly, you know the Royales are my favorite because they're incredibly simple and I like to work on them and they're easy to upgrade and maintain.
That's why I bought this coach, and to be completely honest, I am way overpaid for this coach. But I knew the condition, I knew it had been stored inside, and I'm sure you're going to show or already have showed the people the roof. I thought it was in amazingly good condition. Oh, no worries.
All right, thanks a lot, Doug. If anyone has any questions, just go to your website.
SewellMotorcoach.com, SEWELL Motorcoach.com.
All right, thanks a lot, Doug.
Yep, see ya.
Bye. I mean, yeah, it's comfortable, but who's going to watch TV right there? Somebody needs to tell Doug a TV is supposed to go right there. Oh yeah, one more thing. Don't tell Doug I told you guys there's a couple stars and cracks in the passenger windshield too. The level low's on. I better go ahead and put it back to right hand control valve. It's always weird. That's the pointer on that side, that's not the pointer. With real wood, with solid real wood cabinetry. Kind of rare to find on a bus conversion these days. I thought you guys would enjoy seeing this. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.